Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, Lady Lotus, will be here after the first half. Want to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Please do me a favor, you guys. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. Jay is spelled Jaye, for all three. While you at it, go right on around the corner, boop, boop. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe our channel, the J Spot Radio, and then go to TikTok. Follow us there, like us there, and that's the J Spot as well. And again, that's Jaye. You all, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay, the J Spot, Grown and Sexy Conversations with the J Spot, 30 and Up, doing us, Tyson Smith. Thank you, Tyson, for everything. The Real MVPs, 180 Real Talk Chicago, Marshall, everybody that rock with us. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Guys, listen, let's get right to it. Okay, so look. Let's just get to it. We have a bunch of hot topics to cover, guys. And before we get started, though, you all have to shout out to my little sidekick. She was here, my little sidekick Sutton. She was here and she wanted to sit in with me. And then her mother came. Her mother was the Grinch. And she came and snatched her up out the chair. And she took her home, never to return to the studio once more. You like that, Sutton? I told you we was going to get her. We was plotting against her. So my baby wanted to be here to talk to you all. But as I said, her mother just scooped her up and just said, not so, not today, Satan. No. We're not going to do it. So shout out to my baby Sutton. Now, guys, listen, our first hot topic. Ladies, let me know, what do you all think about this? Your husband tells you to stay home and he'll provide so that you can be a housewife. Would you do that? Could you do that, ladies? Would you be okay with saying, you know what? I don't mind being a housewife. You know, I can stay home and take care of the household while my husband goes out and works, because he's saying that, you know what, listen, I got this. I got everything. I just need you to stay home and I need you to take care of the house. That's all I need you to do, is take care of the house. Ladies, could you do that? Could you just be, and not just not that being a housewife is just, but could you be a housewife? Would you be comfortable with being a full-time housewife, just taking care of the kids, you know, just making sure everything around the house is taken care of? Would you be okay with doing that? Just being, he's like, listen, I got this, because a lot of women are saying, listen, you know, I want my man, he have to be able to provide more than the 50%. So here you have it. You got a man that's saying, you know, listen, I got you. You don't even have to worry about working. You don't have to worry about doing anything. I'm going to take care of you. You just take care of the house. Could you do that? I personally, it'll probably be a no for me. I couldn't see myself just sitting. Listen, I'm going to take care of my household, but I cannot be at home all day, not doing anything, just being a housewife. I just couldn't do it, because I got too much other stuff that I want to be doing. Like, I need to be outside. I need to be comprehending and talking and having adult conversations, because if anything, now listen, ladies that have raised these little kids, you know how it is to be at home with some little people on a full-time basis. They will drive you up the entire wall. So I cannot be driven up the wall every day. That's why my hat goes off to the teachers, because not only do they have your child that you know will drive you up the wall, they got 25 other kids that they parents know that them kids be driving you up the wall. So you got between 25 and 30 kids that will drive you up the wall. So you don't even want your own kid at home. Because if I was a stay-at-home mom, listen, that kid's still gonna be in daycare some days. I'm not gonna sit up. I swear for Lord, they're gonna be in some daycare. You're not gonna be sitting, mommy. You're not. No. My nerves are not set up like that. So I'm sorry. I'm be like, oh, honey, I promise you, I love you on everything. But I am not the stay-at-home mom type. Be cleaning up. Okay, I done cleaned up this week. I can stay home 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week. I could give me a little part-time something. But a full-time stay at home, I'm just sitting around just looking at the four wall. I'm not, I'm not going to be able to do it. I would be thankful for the opportunity, but I'm like, I want to feel like, and I don't know, fellas, tell me if I'm wrong, because it's, I do understand it's one of those, I don't know what y'all want. 1 minute y'all, well, I ain't never asked for that. So don't put me in that category. I'm not on that feminist rigmarole. I'm not on that. Okay. I am not on the feminist rigmarole. I rah. I'm she rah. Hear me. I'm not on that. No, sir, I'm not. I am not on that bus. I want to work. I want to be taken care of too. But I mean, I don't want to just sitting at home. I'll be sitting up there like, I'm sitting in this house all day. I done darn near right is sitting in this house all day. I'm darn near right. I ain't got nobody. Who you talk? No. Yeah, you can run an at-home business and things of that nature, but to just completely 100% be at home and say, I'm going to be okay with that, I'm not going to be able to do it. Hey, how you doing, Maurice? He's saying, LOL, not daycare. Yes, they will be. Yes, they will be. They will be in daycare. Listen, if we had a dog, the kids and the dog, everybody going to daycare. The dog is going to doggy daycare. Everybody getting up out of here, because the dog, listen, some of them dogs, now I don't know if y'all have the dogs and they come up and they're about the same age as the kids. Them dogs act just like the kids. The dogs be getting into stuff. Listen, we had a dog, Lewis, when our kids was growing up. We had to put Lewis on timeout when the kids got put on timeout, because Lewis was up in there just being as mischievous as the kids were. And we like, okay, now where's Lewis at? And he knew exactly what timeout was. Lewis would go and get right in his little corner because he knew he was in trouble. Like, send the kids, every kid, all y'all get in the corner, timeout. Lewis getting timeout. He sit up there and look at you like, you heard me, get in the corner, timeout. All of them be up in there. I'm gonna see if I can find the pictures. This was years ago. But that's why the dog would have to go to doggy daycare, because you're not going to be sitting here getting on my last good nerve. So no, everybody going to daycare, including the dog. But it's a privilege for those that are able to stay at home and be full-time stay-at-home moms. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. You do what works for you in your family. But for me, the way this right here, my elevator already just be stuck between the basement and the first floor. For it to just stay in the basement is not a good thing. Like, I need a balance, and staying at home just here. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you a secret. Them kids get to calling you, and especially if it's multiple kids, and they just get to calling you at the same, mama, mama. Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, something, get your whole entire life together. Get your life together, because I'm not going to be able to deal with mama. No, what's wrong with you? So no, everybody goes to daycare. Everybody has to get out the house. And no, I cannot be a full-time stay-at-home mom, but for those that can, not a problem with it. Hey, pretty Barbie, how you doing? Maurice is saying, there's nothing wrong with that, Jay, as long as you're communicating that with your husband, and he should understand that. He'll know. My husband gonna know, like, we ain't gonna be able to leave her at home by herself. Not with these kids, And you want a bunch of them well, ain't no bunch coming this way. But had yesteryears, I still wasn't gonna be able to do it. Nope, not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it at all. Mama, and then a dog. I mess around and put everybody out. Now you know that'll be bad. Now you gonna just pack all the kids up and the dog, and now took them to the husband's workplace because they done got on your last nerve. Because he's like, well, don't put my kids in no daycare. Okay, well, see, I don't have no choice but to bring them up here to you because they done got on my last good nerve over here all day long. And then, like I say, I'm telling you, the worst time, homework time, is the worst time to have multiple kids, especially around the same age. You got a first grader, second grader, third grader. Second grader and the third grader asking, how you spell the? Then the second grader know how to spell the. It's T-H-E, stupid. And then now they fighting out, carrying on at the table. That's why you dumb. That's why these little kids, babe. No. I love them, though. I promise you I love me some kids, but I'm not about to be dealing with them all like that. So with that, that as tempting as that beautiful offer is to be a stay-at-home mom full-time, it's a no for me. But thank you, husband. I'll be like, husband, thank you so much. Like, I just really, 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 really love you so much because, you didn't have to be able to put me in position to be a stay-at-home mom. And I thank you, but I respectfully decline at this time. Now, as time goes on, and maybe when the kids get out the house and the dog leave, then, then it ain't nobody there. Then I could probably be at home and do some things peacefully at home. But as long as it's a circus at that house, you're going to have to count me out. You got to count me out. Count me out, that bull junkie, because I'm not fixing to deal with it. Look, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I know me, I know my limits. One or two of them, and I'm ready to snap, crackle, and pop. I'm just like, you know what? Listen, y'all can have this whole life. Y'all can have this whole world because I'm not set up for this. I'm not set up for all of this. You keep on, I ain't set up for all that. Speaking of mama and being set up for all of this, let me ask you all this. What are your thoughts on this? So the couple, they're married. So the husband, he has a biological child, and now he's married to a woman and she has a child, which is not his biological child. So now with it being graduation season, and they're two little girls. So they're both graduating from school at the same time, the same day and the same time. How, as a family, how do you juggle that? Should he go to the daughter, his stepdaughter's graduation, his biological daughter's graduation? How do you do that, especially without offending the kids? Because here's the thing, that's for real. Like these type of situations, I'm sure someone had to deal with this exact same situation where you have the graduations taking place the same day and the same time. And now you have to figure out which route to go. Like, where do you go as a family? And I know it has to be difficult to determine what you're going to do. Are you coming into the child, your biological child's graduation, or are you going to the stepchild's graduation? I would say this, with it being that situation, then each parent needs to be there for their own biological child. But I would have a conversation with the kids beforehand, since you know what's going on as an adult. You know that both of the graduations are taking place at the same time. Then a conversation needs to be had with both of the kids so that they can understand what's going on. So there is no feeling of strife or anything like that. Because listen, kids' feelings are very, very sensitive. They're very sensitive and they're very fickle about what's going on. So we have to be mindful that we're not offending these babies, because as grown folk, sometimes we can listen. Some of us grown folks are just so messy and petty to it just don't even make no sense. So we have to do better and just do what we have to do to ensure that the kids are put first. So I would have a conversation with the kid, sit the kids down, mommy and daddy, your sister has her graduation today and you both are graduating today and we're proud of you, but mommy's going to come to your graduation. Daddy's going to go to her graduation, but we're going to get together afterwards and we're going to celebrate as a family because we're very proud of both of you girls, but both of you girls, graduation are at the same time. Something like that, something to that effect. But the problem comes in when there's no conversation had, and then it's all this chatter and this talk, or you let this situation cause strife between y'all. We both are parents, so we both have to do what's best for our children. And yes, both of these are our children collectively, but we should be understanding and we should be grown enough to know that, you know what, I'm gonna have to go over here with my blood and you have to be with your blood, and we gonna come back at the end of the day because we are family. Don't sit up here and be petty and make this a separated, a thing of separation, because this was something beyond our control. We had no control over the schools planning the graduations at the same day and the same time. But some folks so petty, baby. Well, you got to go to my baby graduation because she live here with you. Your daughter don't look. Don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's not have these little spiteful, immature conversations. Like, this should be a no-brainer and it's nothing to argue about. My kid, we have to put the kids first. And once we start putting these kids first, a lot of this grown-ish will be shut down. If we could just think about the kids and have a grown conversation and not be sitting up here being childish and petty. So let's do what's right for the kids. And again, her daddy go with her, the mama go with her baby, and at the end we come together, we bring both of the girls together and we celebrate collectively as a family. That's how you do it. You don't create separation, and communication is key. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break, and when we return, we have more hot topics to get into, so please stay tuned. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Oh, you proved me wrong. This ain't a regular love, babe. It's that waking out your sleep with me massaging your feet, shit, hey. It's that anything you want, I'm only here to please, shit. Baby, you're in my command, hey. Your kiss sends me a shot of dopamine. Oh no, I never had an interest in love until I met you. And I don't know if it's real or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure, for sure. I don't feel it's a one night stand. It's that look you in your eyes. Say love in paradise. A one life stand. It's that sweep you off your feet. Give you everything you need. Love. That's what I'm feeling. It's that don't pick up the phone, cause we wanna be alone. Love. And I never thought I'd feel this way, then you came along and proved me wrong. Oh no, I never had an interest in love until I met you. And I don't know if it's real, or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show love is something special. For sure. Since you came in my life, I see so clear now, yeah. You're so special, no need.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And Jay is spelled Jaye. All three. While you're at it, guys, go ahead, go to our YouTube channel, boop, 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 like and subscribe, the J Spot Radio, and then go to TikTok. Like and follow us there as well, guys. And that's the J Spot. Again, Jay is spelled Jaye. Guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. We are getting into these hot topics. Now, listen, this next hot topic, I'm going to tell you, I just don't understand how they even got here. But people end up in this situation. So here's the deal. So here's the hot topic. If you were in a relationship, the couple, they were men, and it was directed to the men. So if you have been with your woman for 6 years and she decides to propose to you, would you say yes? So fellas, would you be okay with your woman that you've been with for 6 years if she proposed to you? How would you feel? Would you say yes to that? Would you be okay with her proposing to you? Would you want your woman proposing to you? She done been with you. Y'all been laying up, shacking up, doing God knows what for 6 years. And she proposes to you. Would you say yes? Fellas, would you say yes? Would you want your woman to propose to you? 6 years y'all been together. And she like, well, we done been together all this time. I may as well go ahead on and ask him to marry me because clearly he has lost his everlasting mind. It's been 6 years and I don't know what he waiting on, another 6 years. Well, let me just go ahead on and get down on one knee and ask him, do he want to marry? Who child? But fellas, what do you think? Would you say yes if your woman decided to propose to you because you've been dragging your feet for 6 years and you guys have been together and you ain't popped the question, not a one time have you asked her, will you marry me? You sitting up there playing these Tom and Jerry type games and she like, I don't know what he waiting on. I really don't. But if he needs some help, then I'll go ahead on. What is he waiting on? Like, we've been together 6 years. Would you say yes if your woman decided to propose to you? Fellas, would you say yes? Do you want your woman to propose to you? First of all, my thinking is, okay, we've been together for 6 years and you haven't asked me to marry you. First of all, it's not going to be 6 years for me. It's just a no. If in 6 years you haven't asked me to marry you, then I know I'm not the one. So there's no ultimatums. There's no room for any of that. That is pack your bags and go season because ding, 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 you are the weakest link. You are not the one that he is trying to be with. 6 years is just unacceptable. Who got 6 years? Listen, do you know how many, especially if you ain't had no kids, do you know how many eggs you've lost waiting 6 years? Not doing it. Not doing it. Bless your love. Not doing it. Not doing it at all. Richard is saying yes. He would say yes if his woman proposed to him after being with her for 6 years. My thing is, if you wanted to marry her, why 6 years? Why didn't you ask? Why didn't you ask? If you wanted her to be your wife, why didn't you ask? Were you waiting 6 years to see if she would ask you to marry her? That's what I mean. To me, 6 years, you don't want me. You don't want me. In six years, you don't want me. And I'm not giving no ultimatums. It's just time to move around. It's like this is like a no brainer. Like, unless you are a couple that not every couple want to be married. Got it. Not everybody wants to be married. So if that's your situation, this scenario and this question doesn't apply to you. But for those that have talked about marriage and the woman that wants to get married, would you wait? Would you be in a relationship for 6 years and then he still hasn't asked you to marry him in 6 years? So you say, well, I guess I'll go ahead on and ask him, because for some reason, he just hasn't gotten around to asking me. He's not going to ask you, beloved. He's not going to ask you. And for those that think I'm saying act, I'm not. It's just my S get lost somewhere between leaving my lips and you guys hearing it. It gets lost. Okay, so just understand that. But he's not going to ask you, beloved. So don't no ultimatums. And because a lot of times this is where the games come in, honey. Look. That's it. You gave him 6 years. You got to call that ish a wash. Because here's the deal. If you ask him to marry you, like, to me, that's going to say, you didn't want me. Like, you didn't choose me. I chose you. And I'm not, look, nope. You ain't asking me. Okay, that's fine. I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. Because clearly, when we first got involved, we said that the goal was marriage. And after 6 years, if I'm not that chick for you, okay. But I'm not about to lose any more eggs messing around with you. Do you know good eggs are hard to find? And I'm not about to be like some of these folks out here freezing my eggs, because you can freeze the eggs and now you're finna have an old baby. I'm going to tell y'all something. After 35, y'all, I kid you not, 35, having a baby, that's geriatric age in the OB department. 35 and having a baby, automatically, boop, high risk. Now, I know some of y'all be like, well, Janet Jackson had a baby at 50-something. Had a baby at 50-something. You ain't Miss Janet Jackson if you're nasty. You not Miss Jackson if you're nasty. You ain't got Miss Jackson if you're nasty type money. You don't. Your 401k, you got a high deductible for your Blue Cross Blue Shield or your Aetna. You got a high deductible. You can't get the kind of care that Miss Jackson if you're nasty. You can't get that kind of care. So don't sit up here and tell me nothing about all these celebrities and these people that's having all these babies later on in life. Don't sit up there and tell me about them, because I don't want to hear. Because guess what? You don't have that kind of money. You don't have their kind of money, beloved. So we're not going to talk about them, because again, they can afford to get their eggs froze, and they can have the doctors feed the baby inside their stomach and just do whatever they need to do to the baby. They got that kind of money. But just the regular everyday 35-year-old beautiful queen, baby, this ain't for you. This ain't, listen. Now you got to get the drink the high glucose stuff and ask me how, because I worked in the hospital and OB department for years. And you have to get all them tests and make sure your baby not born with Down syndrome, at 35. And then you're losing listen, your eggs are not populating like they used to. See, from 30, listen, up until 35, baby, them eggs, you sneezing. Listen, you young and you dropping like a couple of thousand eggs. You just dropping them. Then when you turn 35, the eggs start moving a little slower. Now your male counterpart, his soldiers are still marching. But you, man, you walk up this, listen, I walked up the stairs today and I think I lost like the last 2 eggs that I probably had. You know what I'm saying? So I know who got 6 years. Do you know how many eggs you done lost in 6 years? And then you got to ask this man to marry you. That's a whole lot of eggs. Listen, your womb, now for those that don't want to have kids, this conversation ain't for you. You don't care about your eggs. This ain't for you. But for those that would like to give birth, you've been with this man, you got with this man when you was 29. Now you 35. You done wasted your childbearing age, your childbearing years with this Bama. And he ain't even asked you to marry him. Woo, child, I'll be ready to fight. I would be ready to fight. I done gave all these years. I ain't got no baby. If you wanted a baby, if you wanted to be married with some kids. So my thing is, think long and hard before, committing yourself to these type of relationships, because everything is real. Like, you like men, and then he go off. This be the stab to the heart. So you was with him for 6 years. He didn't ask you to marry him. He didn't want to get married. Y'all break up, go y'all separate ways. Baby, within the next year, he married and he got a baby on the way. Woo! And you done gave this Bama 6 years and all your fertility, all your childbearing years. Woo, baby, let me tell you, I will be crying for you. So listen, everything is real. You need to make some decisions. If you are ever in this situation, look, nope. Marisa said, old baby Jay, you a hoe. Well, listen, you done seen them old babies. They sit up there. Listen, you got old sperm and old eggs. That's just an old baby. That baby gonna come and gonna be talking like, yeah, get in school in first grade. They'll be like, "Ooh, sugar, I'm present. I'm present." The teacher call his name, Levadius. Ooh, child, sugar, I'm here. I'm present, sugar. I'm present. Be like, get your young, old looking like they just got the weight of the world on their shoulders. Just, you want to go run and play. Ooh, no, sugar, love, the way my knees acting up. You're 4. What's wrong with your knees? Ooh, child, these knees don't just act the way that they should. These knees be, it's something else with these knees. You be like, wait a minute, if you don't go, this baby ready to retire before he even reached the 4th grade. Your child ready to retire because y'all done had him too old. The baby got an old spirit. Listen. The next story they had, the story with Al Pacino. What they said, his girlfriend was like 29 or something. He 82, and he done had a baby. Baby, I know that baby just, child, I know. Look. I don't want to see, listen, please don't have no pictures of this baby circulating until it get about 4 or 5 years old, because immediately, unless they done had, because, some of them rich folks, they get the baby come out looking, they like, nah, go ahead on and do whatever surgery you got to do to him, powder him up, do whatever you got to do to him. But this baby is not to hit the world looking like this. Why not? That was your old sperm. Don't think because you got old sperm and a young egg. See, it's just like rolling dice. You might crap out or you might end up with an old baby. I'm just saying. So you got to watch the age of the old dusty sperm, because you got to think about it. Listen, the old age, her eggs, they laid up in old dusty womb because, it's getting all. Listen, Jay, that ain't right to say. Well, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's not the medical term, but it means your womb is dusty. Okay. Trust me, they gonna tell you, but they just gonna tell you in a medical term, and then they're gonna charge you a lot of money to tell you that your womb is old. But I'm gonna tell you, your womb is old past 35. That's what the doctor said. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up. So you can do a Google search if you want to. Your womb is old. And he may be like, you know what? Listen, don't nothing happen to a man. Sir, you get dust in your nuts too. So you got dusty old nuts and you creating dusty old sperm. So yes, dusty old, that's what y'all doing. It is dust on both of you. It still work. But it's dusty. It's dusty. It might have arthritis in it because it just you done been through so much. Listen, let me look. You can get arthritis on your thing. Y'all better quit going up and everything. Get crooked to the side. But y'all think I'm just talking out the side of my neck. So that's all. That's cool. That's good. That's how you like it. That's how you like it. All I'm saying is do not put yourself in position to be having these old dusty babies. So 35. So listen, ladies, don't be with nobody for no 6 years unless you don't want to get married. This is only for women that want to get married. If you don't want to get married, rock out. I say be with them as long as you want to. You know what I'm saying? Not rock out, because marriage is not your goal, or having kids. But if you are a woman that wants to get married and have kids or more kids, your best childbearing age, you have to do it before 35. Like I said, if you got a good, good insurance plan, I say 37 at the most. 37 is pushing it. 35 is pushing it. 37, whoo! Listen, you better stay in all of the prayer lines and keep your name up on before the altar the whole entire time. 37. Yeah, you're not Sarah, okay? And her womb, listen, she had a blessed old womb, okay? And the Lord was and it's going to take the Lord to do what he did for Sarah, okay? But 35, that's when they listen, you got to be on bed rest and just all this stuff. So if you decide that marriage is what you want, don't be sitting up here giving away all your best childbearing years. And then after 6 years, you have to ask him to marry you. And you still don't get it because he didn't choose you. You chose him. So again, fellas, if you were with a woman for 6 years, would you want her to propose to you? And if she proposed to you, would you say yes? Would you say yes? Marissa said, Jay, you're a complete whole mess. Dusty womb, screaming dustiness. Yeah, y'all know it's true. So ladies, know what your personal end goal is. You can't make a man or anybody do anything but what they're gonna do. But you are in control of how long you stay in a situation. Know what you want. Don't be afraid to act on it. And if you have to move around. But you ain't got to make no scene moving around. Just move around, because this relationship, it no longer works for me, because I thought that we would be in a certain place by this time. We're not. It is what it is. It was good. It's all love over here, but I can't. Listen, I don't got too many more eggs to give. This ain't for me. This for my eggs. This is for my future children that I would like to bear one day. And messing around with you, I'm going to have a barren womb and ain't never gave no kids because you don't plan on marrying me. Good day, my love. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. So stay tuned. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships one conversation at a time. You don't want no duck.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Yeah. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. No. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nails done, when you put your clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? It's something about you. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good? When you're waking up, straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Or when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting them, won't wanna know why you gotta look so good, With your hair down and your nails done, when you put the gold on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain. Feed me now. I'm starving.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. While you're at it, boop, 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 go right on over YouTube, like and subscribe to J Spot Radio, and then go to TikTok, boop, boop, the J Spot, Jaye. And guess what? Turn on notifications for all channels. And y'all make sure y'all go to TikTok, because I have a special video that's on TikTok that is not on any other platform. So you got to go there to see it, because my sidekick was here and we had a nice little message to her mama that's on TikTok. So, I'm probably, gonna be, I'm gonna be the auntie that done got, oh, darn it. Why you always letting this girl say, so go to TikTok, and that's the J Spot, Jaye. Guys, it's just me. Lady Lotus is in the building.
Hoo-hoo.
Lady Lotus, esthetician.
Yes.
Chandler.
Ooh.
Mother of all them cool dudes. Hey, y'all.
Cool dudes.
And a little princess. How you doing?
I am great.
Good. Are you claiming her today? Y'all all right today?
She on punishment, so we great. When kids are on punishment, it make me happy. When you're on punishment, I get to keep my money and I get to buy me something. I get to do something for me.
Ooh,
her sneakiness is coming out. She say, "Ma, you taking the trash out?" I said, "Why you worried about the trash? Eat your food." She said, "Okay, I gotta use the bathroom." Now, I was sneaky. I used to do the whole chew my food up, put it in a napkin, throw the napkin in the garbage. Mom found out about that. Chew it up, spit it out in the toilet. This little girl threw the whole little sandwich in the garbage. And she over there like, "Oh, Ma, this tastes so good." She don't eat meat. She's not a meat eater. So I tried to give her the souped up, made with turkey, sloppy Joe. It was delicious. I did good. That sloppy Joe sandwich was good. I put it on
I'm with her on sloppy Joe.
I put it on some Hawaiian bread.
Man, I used to get beef for not eating that. I'm just like,
but it was good. And I put it on Hawaiian bread, put a little cheese on that for her. So she ate one of the sandwiches. It was good. So I'm proud of you. She ate her salad. She ate her potato chips. She took the other sandwich, threw it in the garbage. I'm like, "Faja, where the other sandwich at?" She was like, "I ate it." I said, "Ma'am, we don't tolerate lying. Where's the other sandwich at?" I threw it in the garbage. I poured the top up on the garbage. I said, "I don't see the sandwich." She said, "I put it under." So you know what? You're on punishment for the rest of the week. You're not getting any snacks. When Daddy pick you up from school on Thursday, do not ask him for a cake pop, because you're not getting it.
That's the way you do it, Faja.
She said, "I hid it on." Baby, you just turned 5. How? I can't be mad at nobody but myself, because she got it from me.
The struggle be real.
When I tell you that little girl is me.
Yep.
Reflection in the mirror. So y'all 30 plus. It's true. Don't do it unless you want to deal with you.
Man, I'm telling you. And then not even talking about that, but yeah, just the patience of dealing with these. I'll be like, look, you ready to go to bed, and they full of energy.
Yeah. Do you recall when you used to pick Mira from school? He was sleepy.
Yeah. These kids don't be sleepy.
She ready to party. She about to kick it with the ratchet.
These little girls, they be having so much to talk. I be Lord, because I used to pick my sidekick up a lot from school, and they're just like her and then my other sweetheart. She 19 now, good and grown. But picking them up, them girls, they just talk and they just. I'm just like, Lord, why me? What you talking about, Auntie? Why you asking the Lord? Why you? I'm like, I say nothing. You heard.
So what is Sutton's word? Like, what is the thing that always come out of her mouth? And it's like, how do you even know how to say that?
Everything.
Because for Fajer, it's like, what does that even mean?
She had to say the registration. She was like, I got to get registered for school. She was like, guess what grade I'm going to? 4th grade, and my mom has to go and process the registration. And I'm just like,
how do you even know all this?
She reading chapter books.
Come through, Sutton. Tell her I got her first tutored student.
So we can't talk about anything around her because it's just, you can't even spell. You know how some of the time your parents used to have a grown conversation right in front of you and they just use different, not in front of these kids. Because they already know. They know exactly what it is that you're talking about.
I try to pronounce words like, you get stuck in your mind. You know what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm. And she's correcting me. I've never used this word around you before. How do you know? Look here, Grandma.
Man.
Whoever grandma, whichever one of our grandmas you are, just break it down. She told me, give me a second. I'm trying to situate myself.
Gots to be more careful. That's situate.
I don't talk like that.
See, that's the thing. I'll be ready to just give these little people, just give them back to whoever brought them. But,
give them
like who? Like what in the world is this? So listen, guys, speaking of little ladies and, kids and daughters and all this other bull junkie, listen, what do you guys think about this? Now, see, this be that mess right there. So the stepfather, which I don't know. I really don't. Sometimes I'm feeling that term and then sometimes I'm just like not with it. But the daughter is getting married and her dad, this is the dad, her real dad. Her dad is paying for the wedding. The daughter told her dad that he cannot bring his new wife because she doesn't like her. Mm-mm. But her mom is allowed to bring her new boyfriend. So the dad decides, okay, well, I'm not paying for your wedding. Now what? Is the dad wrong for that? Is the dad petty for not paying for the daughter's wedding? So guys, listen, I'm going to let you ponder on that. We're going to take a short musical break, bring our guest in, and we're going to return, guys. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yes.
I should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, you should come running. Quit all that stalling, my body's calling. I got downtime, out of time. This could be so perfect for one hell of a night. If you got a secret, easy and call in my club. I just wanna slow this on you, baby. We can turn it up. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, cause I get so lonely. Can't let anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. Lately your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind. Fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all I could. Anticipating is about to go down. I Don't leave me waiting for you. I get so lonely. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone 'cause I get so
IntellectualRadio.com.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation
At a
Guys,
time.
thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot, and Jay is spelled Jaye. All three. Now listen, while you at it, boop, boop, go right around the corner, like and subscribe, follow us on YouTube. That's the J Spot Radio. And also, boom, 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 go to YouTube, like and follow us there, the J Spot, and that's Jaye. As always, with everything, please turn on the notification bell. And guys, listen, please go to that YouTube, because I'm telling you, I got a little video there with my little sidekick. She said, throw my mama away or something like that.
It's on YouTube or TikTok?
I'm sorry, it's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. Okay.
Go to TikTok. She's like, she want to throw her mama away because her mama, she was supposed to have been on the show. And her mama came early, and she was crying. She was like, I don't want my mom to come early. She stood up here just a pounding. I'm like, woo, child, girl, you got to. So we got all
have to do a special with them.
I told her
we should do a little special with them.
Let's do. We're planning to set it up for like July.
Yes.
Probably because they out of school now. So I told her that I'm gonna make it up, and I'll do a kid-friendly show, because she can't watch. She was like, Auntie, sometimes my mama be making me turn it off. I can't listen to you. She say, you getting out of pocket.
Basically.
She like, listen, my mama said, you talking too grown. That's too much. I'm not supposed to hear that. But meanwhile, she at my house making all kinds of TikToks, and she know how to show me how to work the filters and stuff.
Oh yeah, I need to hang out with her, because I'm still trying to learn one of them dances.
That's all I'm saying.
I need to learn the dance.
So guys, listen, it's just me. Sitting next to me, we have Lady Lotus, my co-host.
Hey.
Listen, esthetician.
Ow.
Chandler.
Smells good.
Mother of a group of cool dudes. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
And a little princess. Hey, Lady Lotus, how you doing?
Hey, gorgeous. The sun is
now
shining.
Listen, you guys. Sitting next to Lady Lotus, we have our guest for tonight. We have Mr. Nick Price. He is a real estate broker for Coldwell Banking. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing excellent. Not only am I a real estate broker, I'm a real estate investor.
Come through.
So he getting to that money. So
Come
Nick, do me a
through.
favor. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you got going on. If you have any property or anything that you want to mention, let them know, and let them know how they can get in contact with you.
Well, I'm a real estate broker. I've been a real estate broker for the last 8 years. I also do investments throughout the city of Chicago, mainly with 2 flat properties on the west side of Chicago. I'm an advocate for financial literacy, so that's my passion and my purpose.
So how can people get in contact with you?
My IG is Nick Price Broker. I'm on Facebook as Nick Price. And you can look me up through Google, Nick Price Broker.
All right, Google search.
Google me. If you didn't know, Google me. So do you have any property or anything specific that you want to mention, or are you good?
Not at this time. I got a couple things I'm still working on as far as rehabs, but they'll be on the market very soon.
Nice.
Well, guys, this is Nick. We'll have his information posted on our page. So again, that's the J Spot, Jaye, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that good ish. And then listen, YouTube, the J Spot Radio, and then on TikTok, the J Spot. And again, that's Jaye. Listen, guys, so before the break, so the question was, now Nick, you got the business out the way. Okay, you came right in. So the daughter, the father is saying his daughter is getting married. and the dad is paying for the wedding. So the daughter, she's like, you can't bring your wife because I don't like your wife. But the mother can bring her boyfriend. So he's like, okay, well, if I can't bring my wife, I'm not paying for this whole shindig. You let your mama and her boyfriend or whoever gonna pay. Listen, you can call Tyrone. I'm not paying for it. What are your thoughts on that? Is the father wrong for saying he's not gonna pay for the wedding because the daughter is saying the wife can't come?
No.
I'm 100% with the father.
I am too.
How do you dictate who I'm supposed to bring?
Wait, who wrong? The father wrong or the daughter?
The daughter's wrong. You should be kissing your daddy feet, girl. He paying for your wedding.
I'm not about to sit up there and look out there and see Bridezilla out there. And if I don't mess with you, you're not gonna be. Listen, this is my day.
Okay, your day, you pay for it.
You my daddy.
Oh, nope, don't care.
You my daddy.
And
this
that's
is what
my
you
wife, and my money is her money.
You should have waited until you made her your wife until after I got married, because I was the princess before you got over here. Especially, and I feel like they
be the
had
princess, baby, but she's the queen, so
she ain't coming up in this ball.
Well, your wedding ain't getting paid for.
He better.
She better pay for herself.
So why? But why? Why would he not?
Because that is his wife. That's just like saying, well, you could come, but your kids can't come.
You ain't never sent out no invitations like that.
No. I know. I'm a package deal. You invite me, all me and mine coming.
Okay, now
and
look.
If me and mine ain't welcome, let me tell you something. You done know me all my life. I don't go nowhere my kids can't go. So that means don't call me asking me, am I coming to the party tonight? No, ma'am, because my kids can't come.
You know
and
what?
I'm not dropping
now.
them. And I'm not dropping them off at their grandma's house so I could go. I'm not dropping them off at their auntie house just like now. Y'all don't kick it with me now because I got a little baby. I ain't going nowhere if she can't go. We're going to Vegandale this weekend. If she couldn't go, I wouldn't be at Vegandale. She gonna be right up in front of the stage with me like, get it, get it, get it.
Now, see, I love Lady Lotus. Let me tell you, and I don't know. See, I done seen her about the snatch. So I done seen the kid. I know
snatch them out they skin.
But so that's you snatching them. You know people that got kids that just. I'm like,
they're not getting an invitation.
That's all I'm saying. So,
but you said, would I invite them and tell them they kids can't come?
I'm gonna tell you,
I'm not gonna do that.
Who can't come because all of them ain't bad. So I'm not gonna punish.
Ain't none
all
coming.
of them. I'm be like, listen, Maria. Now look, okay,
your whole squad.
I love you. You know, she got 4 kids. Maria, I love you. Okay. Listen, little Tony, little Tony got to stuff it up with his daddy because the last time little Tony was over here, he had his fingerprints all up on my TV. I told little Tony he can't come back. I called Big Tony and told him you better come get your boy before you won't have no boy. But the rest of them you can bring the other because the rest of them know how to act. Look. I know, Jay, but listen, it's out there. So whatever you decide to do, because we're not going to sit up here and act like everybody that got these people, like all these kids that know how to act, they're running through. Hey, you be snatching folks up left and right. And then don't let Maria, and then she don't want you to snatch them up. And then Maria don't snatch them up.
But who really pulling the purse strings? Maybe mom. Mom doesn't want wife or girlfriend there.
Ooh, another twist.
That could be a good point.
That could be
a good point. But either way it go, it's like it's her special day. So why do I have to have somebody there that I don't want to see out there? Like I'm like,
Bridezilla, suck it up.
Listen,
it's all you got to look at this woman's face all of 2 seconds. How long is a wedding? Let's keep it real. And why are you?
Some of these folks, they be.
I ain't been to no long wedding, but the truth of the matter is, who are you looking at? You supposed to be looking at your man. Y'all supposed to be out of eye.
Dagger, she like.
Well, if she's the problem, then she shouldn't want to come. She should be able to say, you know what, me and your daughter don't have a good relationship. I'm not gonna ruin her moment. I'm gonna stay at home.
That's
but
what
let
she
me
should
tell
do.
you. But I'm gonna tell you this.
Not.
If my husband say he paying for that wedding and you tell me I can't come, our money stand in our bank. We got a present. We might go ahead and pay for your little honeymoon. But if I can't come to your wedding, little heifer,
Daddy, you ain't never seen none of these grandkids, and I
wish
naming the first grandson after you.
Keep
now
it.
I'm gonna name him Rodney.
we enjoying
That
our
ain't
life
my
so
name.
we enjoying
That's
our
why
life
I'm
so
naming
much.
him Rodney.
Girl, we enjoying our life so much. Don't nobody care. Name that kid what you want to name because we raised you.
He gonna be Rodney, and you ain't gonna never be able to play catch ball with him and foosball, and it's gonna be your face. You ain't gonna never see that. You know, 'cause people like that.
This is my problem with people. Y'all don't take advantage of being able to have a petty moment. You invite this woman to the wedding, and you just tell your mama, go get daddy a hug. Let me get some pictures with my mom and my daddy. Sorry, y'all.
Right,
just my mama.
See, that's why.
I don't care.
Like,
I wish you would, because now you got a reason to get kicked out. I wish you would, because now
Give her the
all
table
my
in the back.
homegirls, everybody else come through Petty LaBelle. I love when I get to have petty moments. I don't like her with her ugly self. I'm make all my friends eyeball her. Y'all look, y'all.
You may as well not invite
Yo,
her if you
I am,
do that.
because that pettiness brings me joy.
That's the ultimate petty, not to invite a nigga gonna say
No.
sit in the table all the way at the back.
In the back.
In the
Sit
back.
the daddy in the front and then separate.
Sit in the back with that uncle don't nobody like.
Exactly.
That uncle that just talk through everything. You want that on your plate right there? I don't know why they always sitting me back here. They send me back here with this fine woman though. You look good, girl. Who you belong to, girl?
And he backed up. You know the ones that be acting like they can't see, mess around, feeling all on your leg. Oh, you know, my glaucoma just be. Can you reach down there? And then you know
As soon as she bend over,
he down there looking like your old dirt bag, you geezer. You just sitting up, just see. But that's exactly that reason right there is why I won't invite.
I'm so petty, baby. I'm petty. I'm inviting all of them. I'm so petty. I will invite all my son's girlfriends, my first daughter-in-law, the second daughter-in-law, and the third daughter-in-law.
Or don't give her no invite her, but don't have a plate for her. I'm like because you wasn't supposed to be. You cannot have a +1.
Y'all gotta take advantage of it. Pettiness is fun. Pettiness warms my heart. Somebody, let me tell you, Nick, I was called hashtag. What's that girl called me? Hashtag Patty LaBelle. Yes, I love it. I don't gotta fight you. I don't need to argue with you because I already know my Most High gonna cover you with karma. So I just need to be a little petty. Just a little. I like, you know, somebody will probably be like, I don't like Jay. Let me throw this over on her laptop. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna mess up your laptop. You pay money for that. But I guarantee you, when you walk out that door, you gonna fall. I accidentally left a cord on the side and you tripped over and I'm laughing on the side.
I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but you just cannot. Like I said, I just don't want the bad vibes and the bad jujus around me. So, you know, I don't know. And so he can listen, this is your daughter and hopefully she's only getting married once. And the thing is, you raised her, so you know she like that. You know she a mess. You a mess. So what is you surprised that you already know that during the whole process that the daughter and your wife don't get along. So it's like at this point, are you really surprised that the daughter don't want the wife there?
I wouldn't care. We gonna be petty together. If she can't come, you ain't come. I ain't coming.
You ain't coming to my wedding.
I got your gift in the mail. You get it when you get it, and I might put the wrong address on it so it gets shipped back to me.
Now, speaking of being wrong, now look, ladies, your husband buys his ex, his baby mama, a new car without asking you. He tells you he did it for his kid. Okay. Are you mad? Yes or no? Would you be mad that your husband buys his baby mama a new car? Didn't say nothing to you about it until after the fact, but he said it's for the kids. How do you guys feel about that? Would you be mad about that? Nick, as a man, do you think that was a good move? Is that a move that you would as a man, or should a man make that move just like that?
You always got to include your partner in your decisions.
Thank you.
But I mean, I dated a girl one time, and her kid's father didn't have a vehicle, and I told her, I said, hey, why don't you give her your vehicle? You know, it's an older model vehicle. So, you have the ability to get a new vehicle. So, allow him to have that transportation to get the kids back and forth.
See,
I'm all about co-parenting.
Yeah.
See, and
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
No, people, we get in our feelings about this. So my thing, would I be mad? I wouldn't be mad. Just talk to me first.
Exactly.
Do not do it behind my back or tell me after the fact. Because here's the thing. I know coming in, you got kids with somebody else. So I know that stuff has to be taken care of. And it's a new car. And I feel like, you know what? This is just like the scenario how Country Wayne does. All his baby mamas, all the kids.
Yeah.
He bought all of them nice cars. They all live in nice houses and stuff. And he's like, my kids got to live
Exactly.
here. Why should my kids live beneath if I'm living good? But how I commend that, because a lot of, listen, fellas, I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all not going to like what I'm going to say. Go ahead and unfollow me. Some of y'all are low vibrating. Your vibration is just low because you're thinking it's about the woman.
And it's not.
But if you're blessed and you're prosperous, why should your kids not be living that same? I ain't finna be sitting up here and taking, and another end finna be up in my. It's not your house.
It doesn't matter.
And why are you worried about who and what she do? If she's swinging off the chandelier, baby, why are you worried about that?
I think for most men, it's about respect. When you come into the situation, if boundaries have been set and respect is there, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
So she should be able to jug whoever she want to jug in that house that he bought.
Maybe.
No,
there is no maybe. There is no maybe. unless you still jugging it.
Hey, sometimes in most cases that may be the case with dudes, but hey, teach his own.
Listen, if I get
you buy me a house. I don't care. You could put the house in all the kids' names for all I care, but you're not going to dictate to me what I can and cannot do because you did something for me. That's just like saying, okay, shorty, I love you. I love my kids. I'm going to buy you this brand new car, right?
Right.
But you can't have no dudes in this car. Your friends, y'all can't even party in this car, but I'm going to buy you this car. I'm going to tell you to keep your car.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Don't tell me if you do something for somebody, you don't dictate to them people what they do with it.
At his crib?
Y'all ain't together. Oh, I get it. Now, I would be jugging at his house because I'm not going to be jugging. I ain't jugging around my kids. I ain't jugging around my kids. Sorry.
She just so happened to fall on it at her house. I mean,
if the kids are not there, then that's her prerogative. But I'm one of those people. You don't buy somebody something or give someone something and then try to dictate to them
stipulations
what you got to do with it.
Right.
You keep it. I figure it out on my own. Well, I'm gonna pay your light bill for you, but you could only use the lights on Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I need you to keep the lights off. I'm gonna put some food in your refrigerator, but you can't feed nobody else. It's just for you.
I'm like, man, I done messed around. Y'all, I done fell on this schlong dog.
He coming over here looking around, trying to smell it. I smell a dude in here.
I'm like,
if you buy me a house, you can't even come in here, Kevin. You have to stay. Don't come past the bottom step, Kevin.
That's the boundary. I'm like, listen, he said, can he come in for a cup of coffee? And then next thing you know, I done tripped and I was all down on
we
the
enjoyed ourselves.
So if he buys your house, he's able to pop up?
No. No. Listen, I would take
just because daddy paid for the wedding don't mean he in control of the marriage.
I had guard dogs out there. I trained them, sick them.
See, this is why my ancestors taught me a golden rule of don't ask nobody for nothing. Don't tell nobody nothing because they're going to try to control you.
This is true. But I'm like, if you get it, just know you getting it for the kids. Don't come over here trying to tell me nothing about nothing because I'm not trying to hear it. You come and now they're getting, it's stock. Listen, and put it in my name. Don't put it in your name. Because if it's in your name, then I'm basically
I'm a
your
renter.
tenant,
I'm a
and
renter.
you can put me out. You got to give me a 30 to 120 day notice to get on up out here. So now you see me, I done fell on the slum dong. Now I got to get out.
What they call it when the person ain't supposed to be living there and they can't really evict them because they don't know their name to evict them. What they call them people? Squatters. I'm a squatter. I can't get out, Your Honor. I don't know.
Be like, oh man, this man that said he done got you a house, but like if he look, fellas, that's a
just make sure you buy houses and things for people who gonna appreciate it, and that you're doing it out of kindness of your heart, and you're not trying to tell somebody what to do.
Well, it's for the kids.
Even if it is for the kids.
That's what he said. It's for the kids. Hey,
it can be in the kid's name. I couldn't care less whose name it is. If I'm the adult that's living in here, you're not going to tell me what to do.
Absolutely. And as long
as you said, don't tear the house up, you know.
On the slum dog, it's the kids, so I can I can make a mistake and be like,
I feel like that's
so
still like
a slum dog outhouse in the back, you know.
No, we're not doing that either. I feel like that's still Okay, so being devil's advocate, is that a part of being controlling?
Absolutely.
Controlling outside of the relationship, because we may have separated because of your controlling behavior.
And you
so now your grandiose way is gonna try to make me happy and buy me a house. It's the house you always wanted, even though we ain't together. I'm gonna put it in a kid's name, but you can't have no company. I put cameras all around the house, so if you have a dude over here, you and the kids gotta go.
You may as well put this.
Well, you know, with some guys, man, they love to keep that connection to the baby mama. So whatever they can do for her that keeps her in his pocket. Hey,
I'll just take a check. Go and keep all that. Just give me a check. I'll buy my own house. I figure it out on my own.
I don't have time for this. Like you have to have work. Because you like, what is that rustling out there? Jimmy, is that you? Y'all go, kids, go get your daddy out the bushes. I told him to stay. Listen, he done failed. That's why I put them rose bushes right there, because I knew Jimmy was gonna be out there
in the window.
Got the thorns on. Y'all go get the Neospora. Go clean your daddy up.
He feel like he could call at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's my house phone. We don't use house phones no more.
Take it off the hood, put it on a busy signal, or send him the voice or block him. He got all y'all cell phones, y'all on set. I'll block that number. It's cheesy.
But what if he do the security thing and he done put the security, like, I got the house for y'all. All the security is on here. The cameras and everything. He can see everything.
I'm like, sir, you may not want, just spare your own stuff. You may not want to.
I don't think this is a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. So if you cannot get a house or a car or anything for that woman with no ulterior motive, then don't get it. Don't get it. Just keep your sanity, keep your money, and just.
And ladies, if he crazy, just say no.
Please say no.
Just say no.
Listen, you know when that elevator it may be making that cricket.
I'm telling you now, my man. I'm saying my kids' daddy ain't got no house.
I tell you, it's crazy. Yes.
See, yes.
It depends on again.
It's a level,
and you got your crazies got to be compatible. Okay, I'm crazy. Like, yeah, need somebody to talk to it now and again. Then you got the crazy where, what is that? Myothorazone, Crazozin, 50 milligrams. Wait, what the heck is that? And then you got the all kinds of names that you can't
I'ma just tell you, my crazy got a little twitch when you try to tell me I'm lying. You lying. I just seen you in that child. You just drove past. I seen the hair weave. I seen it. I don't wear weave. This natural hair that don't match. And you try to say, that ain't what you see. Okay, now I'm finna get the twitching because you trying to make it seem like I'm crazy and I'm not. And all you gotta do is tell the truth. That's my crazy level.
That's your crazy level?
Yeah, as long as you keep it 100 with me, you don't lie to me. Like, if you don't want to be with me, don't be with me. But don't be sitting up here sleeping with Sarah, Becky, Tammy, and I can feel it in my shondo.
So you don't mind a guy popping out of the bushes on you, huh?
Man, if he gonna pop out of the bushes with a little like that, ain't got pumped out. Boom. He come out with the little, what they call it, the if he got the ick in a box, pop out, shawty. I'm not a cheater. I'm not one of those girls. So knowing me, I ain't doing nothing no way. But
they out here, listen.
If you
Roses,
trying to make
and ding dong, huh?
Man,
a schlong, not just a ding dong,
a schlong dong. We need a big box in front of him. Don't come with that little box talking about I got my in a box for Christmas. I don't want that.
It's the schlong dong. So if you're not schlong dong, just go ahead on and just,
hanging low.
Sit this
Sit
one
this one out.
Sit this one out. This is
Because you jump out that bush like that, I'ma laugh.
Be like,
Put that thing back.
be like, now, Reggie, didn't I tell you?
But what if he say, it's the motion in the ocean, baby?
And I ain't even got see now you want to go get, now I got to get you trying to ruffle my shirt. Now you want to connect.
Why you do that?
You know what? Don't be doing all that, because it's like now you about to want to catch a demand. I'm like, okay, so we break up and then you wondering why I didn't get mad because we broke up.
Everybody
Okay,
like,
I'm like,
everybody like a little crazy.
now you got not that. Listen,
I don't like that kind of
you
crazy.
got the crazy that you need that white jacket.
No,
And
I don't like that
30-day
crazy.
inpatient stay, maybe 45. Some of those don't.
I'm gone. I'm out. I can't deal with this.
You turn around.
What they call it,
an
an unstable creature.
You go over your mama's house. You're like, yeah. Like, what you doing up here? Ma, I thought I told. He said that he was trying to get back, and y'all was. Ma, I got like 12,000 restraining orders on him. He didn't even. You did, girl. He done came over here and bought me all this new furniture. Because see, they real friendly.
Yeah, they are.
They're friendly with the money, baby. They don't care. Listen, they come. He done painted the house. You see, he got them out there, and they fixing it back.
Because he want the whole family to love him and like him, and everybody else looking at you like you the problem because he's doing all of these things for us. So you just need to suck it up.
Give him another chance. He said he wasn't gonna be following you out of the country. You was out of town on your girl's trip, and you turn around and you see somebody. You like, what is that? What is that? Wait, shadow from over there. You found out somebody over there. You get your friend iPhone and you zoom in. You like, girl,
you know
is that Reggie over there?
You know that happened to me when we was in our River West days. And this dude had a head on him, okay?
Right.
He had a head on him, okay? And I caught him standing behind somebody else looking. And all I could do was say, goodness gracious. I didn't say anything. I didn't mention it. But if you got a head on you, you can't be trying to stand behind somebody else who's smaller than you.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't. It was just like, yep, this is what you're dealing with. Nope, not no more.
Did y'all go home that night?
No, we didn't, because I have to go to room with my friends. If we came together, we leave together.
And she got a friend that's a cock blocker. She going home.
Yeah, we both is. She ain't going nowhere with you.
You came together.
Let me tell you,
together.
I almost fought a friend because she let another friend leave with a dude and they didn't tell me. I done took my heels off. I'm in the backseat like I'm fighting everybody. I don't know this dude. She come up missing. That's on me. They end up driving through the parking lot just to find her. So I could see her and see, oh, you with your guy.
Man, you all, speaking of all of this good-ish, and listen, you're popping up out of bushes. You know, all of that. It's real. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I can tell you.
It's love.
But I just want, can I be honest with y'all a little bit? I really, really despise this new dating ish. Dating and being in a happy, committed relationship, let me tell y'all something. It has become as complex as college calculus. Now, I don't know if y'all ever took out one of them calculators, the $900,000 calculators, and you be like 9 plus 2, and it give you 38, and then all these crazy symbols. That's how this new dating ish has become. You just like,
I don't even think it's dating. Can you call it that? What are they doing?
Because it's becoming harder and harder to commit. It's harder and harder to just narrow down and just zoom in,
as they say,
on being with one person.
It's pee in the water.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Yeah.
It's pee in the water.
It's pee. It's pee in the day. It's pee in the dating pool.
No, it's fecal matter.
She said
it's fecal matter. It's fecal matter is in the water. And for those that don't know what fecal matter is, it's some of y'all favorite cuss words. Fill in the blank. It's the S and the N with the T. That's what's in the dating pool. Now, some people say, oh, it depends on what pool you're in. Listen, it's fecal matter in the poor
all
pool.
The pools.
It's fecal matter in the middle class pool. It's fecal matter in the rich pool. It
It's
don't matter
fecal.
which pool you in.
There is fecal in the eye, and even, I don't even care what your sex is. All of it's fecal. You a woman and you don't want to date men no more. You going to date all women. It's fecal in your pool too, honey.
It's fecal. Listen,
the men in the men pool, the I like it all pool. Everybody want to say I'm poly now pool. It's fecal in the poly pool.
And to be in a poly pool, you got to be able to afford the poly pool. The poly pool, you cannot be waiting for your EBT card to load. You cannot, because that's not what, and I can't wait till we're going to be doing a show on poly real soon.
Yes.
Because again, everybody listen, every man want a threesome.
But
until you ask him, until you tell him I'm bringing Jimmy. No. I'm bringing Jimmy.
But poly is not about that.
But they think it is. But they think it is.
Oh, you get young folk.
And that's why I'm like, because
they got two girlfriends and they just happy because the girl's happy. You gonna cheat on me anyway.
But I think it's just as many women that like want to have poly relationships versus as men.
But so can we bring Jimmy?
But the thing I feel like if you're going to do it properly. Like do it the ancestral way. Poly is not a way for you to just sleep with multiple people and everybody is okay with it. There is a husband and a wife, and the wife chooses the following wives.
Right.
The wife chooses, and for every wife that comes into the house, that wife is doing something that the other wife is not doing, and it's not sexual. Let's just say this is the business mother.
Okay.
She's teaching all of the children businesses, but because she's so businessy, she lacks the nurturing part. She's not a cooker. She's not the cleaner. She's not the nurturer. Okay, we need to go find a mother who's nurturing.
So she's
gonna go find that nurturing wife for you.
Do you think in today's society where we have a plethora of single mothers, would that work where one man has multiple wives and those wives have had children before they get with this man?
As long as it all works under that umbrella of that family, like in that process of saying each one of those women is bringing something to the table for the family. That's what, even though the man getting to sleep with different women. And when you talk to men who are in poly relationships, the majority of them, it's not about the sexual experiences of it. You know how when we break up with somebody and you be like, man, this dude was really good. If I could take Sam, Don, and Jack and put all three of them dudes together, they will be the perfect man. Sometimes you look at poly like that. Like this woman, she's the businesswoman. This woman is the nurturer. This woman is a teacher. Because you can't just have all these women in the house. What are y'all here for? What are y'all doing?
True.
And here's the thing. So I am, and to just piggyback on what your question was, Nick, I am a firm supporter and believer of that. Like, so if multiple single mothers and, they find a husband and, he comes in and he has them and he takes care of them, I am a firm believer and supporter of that. My schlong dong won't be a part of it, but I support that for
I am not a sharer.
I am not. So listen, my schlong dong, I'm selfish with my schlong dong, but if that's what works for y'all, then I'm going to support it. But listen, no, you're not gonna be
because polyamorism isn't even about threesomes and all of us in the bed together. It's like Monday he with you, Tuesday he with you, Wednesday come on, it's your turn.
The way these new people got it set up, this new ish, you don't know whether they coming or going. You like this is not no polyamorous relationship. This is just a threesome and y'all just getting y'all freak on because they know about each other.
Y'all don't know y'all worth.
The structure and the foundation of it. First of all, if you want to be really, really technical, the elders pick out the spouses. It ain't even about the elders.
Yeah. They went to the elders for permission.
But now you out here, you like this. She got a big,
and they had to bring a reason.
What that mouth do? All that. Now that's what y'all made y'all decisions to come together and be. It's the three of y'all because y'all came up. That's not.
You know what they do now.
So they got plenty of mouth and ass in the household. Huh?
Uh-huh.
No common sense.
But this
No
what they
money,
say.
everybody broke. Y'all still broke.
The
Broke
wife,
style.
the wife and the husband call each other wife and husband, and she just a girlfriend. She's the girlfriend to the husband and the wife. So she calls the husband, and she called wife, wifey.
You've done a lot of research with this, haven't you?
I just pay attention. If you
Okay.
open your eyes and pay attention, then the world is going on around you. You will see it. You always hear these girls. That's wifey. That's wifey.
And because
but
of
she
that,
got a boyfriend,
there's so many,
and they not saying it because they friends.
right?
Got it.
And with that, that's why you have so many relationship type arrangements going on.
Situations.
They're not referred to as relationships. Here you go. What you got? Tonight we're talking about, is it a situationship or is it a relationship? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. As doing research for this, I said, wait a minute. I was in a whole situationship and thought I was in a relationship. I said, wait a minute, you ain't tell.
I need. Come on, give me the deets.
So what defines a relationship?
First, what is a situationship? In your opinion, what is a situationship?
I have no idea because that's a new word for me. Because we didn't have that in the 90s.
This new-ish. It's here. It's these new people.
This the millennial.
Have you heard of situationship, Nick?
Absolutely. I've been on a few.
Listen, okay.
So what made it a situationship?
No titles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
not exclusive. You know. So
I've been there, done that.
So now here's the thing. According to an online source, a situationship is less than a relationship, but more casual than an encounter or a booty call. A situationship refers to a romantic relationship that is and remains, like Nick said, undefined.
I done that.
We just getting it in. We just, oh Lord, we are. It's listen, baby, it is going down up in here.
I got a question. So is it rules still though in a situationship?
So see, that's where it
depends on who catches feelings first.
But I'm saying there are no feelings in there. But
who said it wasn't no feelings?
In the situationship is feelings.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know what kind of ship I was in.
So I think the situationship, I'm just gonna say it's the most toxic bull junkie you can ever think about it. Because think about it, it's you doing everything that's a relationship, but you're not giving it that title. Now let's just say, what is a relationship? Okay, y'all, my online source, according
do it right,
beloved. According to an online source, a relationship is a close connection between two people. That's a lie, because sometimes it can be three, but two people, especially one involving romantic or sexual feelings. That's what they said a relationship is. But you know, some of y'all got a whole bunch of other stuff going on up and through here. So when you're talking about relationships and situationships, since you never heard of it, Nick, let me ask you this. Is a situationship still dating?
It has passed the point of dating.
Oh, I ain't been in one of them, then.
According to an online source, the only difference between relationships and situationships is that, like Nick said earlier, there are no labels or commitments. This means even if you treat each other as partners, you can technically still date other people. However, a situationship is much more than just being friends with benefits. So now
I'm confused.
Some folks got to ask themselves, we doing everything that people in a relationship do. It feel like a relationship. It look like a relationship. But am I in a relationship or am I in a situationship?
So in a situationship, I'm not calling you my man.
You can.
You cannot.
You can. Look, you can.
Because technically, but it sounds like I can have feelings in a situationship. but there are no titles. This is how I'm taking.
Exactly.
So, and that means I'm not calling you my man. You're not calling me your woman. If anybody asks, I'm single. I'm sleeping with you. We going out on dates. We going out to eat. We hanging out. We spending the night. I might even have a little bit of something at your house.
Right, so you're acting
you
like you're
might
in a
have a little
relationship.
something at my house. But if the word comes up, if I'm in a relationship, it's no, because we in a situationship.
It just means that when you post me on social media, you got to put emoji over my head so nobody else can see.
See, that's that bull junkie. See?
I have seen
That's
this.
that bull junkie.
Wait a minute. I see this. And I'm thinking they just keeping this person a secret.
Stephanie said, you are very loud. Stephanie, yeah, I'm sorry. Charge to my head and not to my heart. But, that's just the internal volume that's inside of me. I'm always loud.
Y'all got me in school
turn
today.
your volume down a little bit. But that is so funny because it's just like, hey, you got all these folks up here posting folks up, and
I literally, let me tell you, I got a lot of young folks, okay? I have a lot of young folks because of my sons and their friends and my sisters. It's just like, I have a lot of young folks, and I kid you not, they'll put the devil emoji, the little purple devil head.
Keep speaking to the mic something that they can't hear.
So that is a situationship.
That is a situationship.
So we got Andre. He's
no face, no case.
Got a body.
So that means that somebody technically might be posting and showing the face.
Absolutely. Maybe.
See, that's why I got golden rules, ladies. Let me tell y'all. Can I drop a jewel? Go ahead, because I'm going to drop a jewel.
Real quick. So, Andre, he's saying you can't because it's only sex and company. But no, people are acting like they in full-fledged relationships with these situationships. So, it's just like you have to know what you involved with. But go ahead, Lady Lotus, drop your jewel.
I'm going to do it.
So, you got him? You got it?
I don't know if this the right moment or the right time, but I got a secret, ladies. If you don't know if you in a situationship and you is or you ain't or whatever the case may be, glitter. Glitter.
Glitter?
Glitter.
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 Okay.
Glitter.
Let us know.
Glitter. And don't wear regular perfume. Go find the man at the train station who got them little bottles of oil. The oil. Glitter and oil. Now, if he come back 2 weeks later and he mad, or he call you back later and he mad, he got a little thing on the side, or you the thing on the side because he done came back around you with some scratches on him.
Well, fellas, watch out for the glitter and the baby oil.
Hey, it ain't the baby oil.
Here
it's the oils.
Here are some signs that you could, and I'm gonna say
could be.
But 9 times out of 10, falling in a situation. Here are some signs and this is where I had the revelation. And as I was doing this, I'm like, you son of a, I've been in a whole situationship and thought I was in a relationship. You son of a, and then I was, girl, I'm like, damn.
Just dawned on me. That's what that full situationship to me.
That's what
I thought I was in. Was leaving me in the crib by myself and everything.
It keeps moving. Listen, the whole...
You dirty dog.
Son of a gun. According to an online source, here are a few signs that you could be in a situationship. You deal with inconsistent behavior. Inconsistency is a common trait of situationships. So let me tell y'all how inconsistency looks like. So when you're in a situationship, but they trying to lead you to believe that you in a relationship, see, they switch that inconsistency and they like to call it being spontaneous. I like to be spontaneous. I don't like to plan nothing. I like to be spontaneous. So I'm sitting up here, I'm like, oh yeah, I like everything spontaneous.
So we never have a set time to do
For
nothing. I'll call
Everything
you and let you know when I want. I already got a problem with that anyway.
Inconsistent, but they gonna sell it to you as spontaneous.
Or you tell me Saturday we going out and you don't show up, and then you tell me my mama was sick.
No calls past 11.
or they can talk past 11 seasons.
Nick, you know some stuff.
Listen,
you come back,
some of
Nick.
them
You
can
come
be
back.
so good though. Like you got it. Like I'm telling you, this dude game was so tight. I'm just like, it didn't even feel like it was a situationship until you like, God dog it, I've been hoodwinked, I've been bamboozled, I've been situationshipped. God dog it.
Plymouth Rock landed on me.
Landed right on me. I'm just like, God, see, that's what I'm saying.
I'm mad now. I'm about to go delete him on Facebook. You can't even be my friend on Facebook
to play,
no more.
now you done found out you done been in a situationship. The next one, to piggyback on what Nick said, you don't use no labels. We don't need no labels, baby. Why you gotta complicate everything? Everything gotta be. Shout out to my guy Sean White. You know I love your song.
Hey, Sean.
No labels. But he know already when he sat in that chair, I said, Sean, you know this some bull junkie right here. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, he kept
that
it real.
No labels. And I love that song. We just played it during the break. We don't need no labels. Why you gotta complicate? Y'all, that's the biggest. That's a big one right there. That no labels. Why, and then why you gotta complicate things? Why? Because I want to have a title.
What Andre said.
What Andre said?
Andre said, I have been in one, and she used to watch me give personal massages to women. Andre, let me find out you that dude on them videos rubbing all up on these women, but they just... Let me find out, Andre.
And look, the next one is, you haven't made it exclusive. You have no long-term plans. Again, everything is just, okay, so like, you get to a point like, okay, well, shoot, it's 1 year, like, okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? But some of these jokers, they so good, they keep it moving consistently, so it's always something. So they see you getting a little. So
does restless. That mean they really seeing somebody else?
Not at all.
So you could be in a somebody about to get in trouble.
You could be in a situation and they ain't doing nothing else. They just don't want you permanently, but they don't want you nowhere else. But they ain't dealing with nobody. They just want
you his girl, but you not the girl.
But he not your dude.
And this will go on for a long time.
It can go on forever.
Time. Because it's like,
gonna be a fight.
Again, it feels like a relationship. Like I'm just like, you getting wined and dined and nice things. I promise you, if Zeke,
if you go home to the family,
does she come? Yeah,
you can go home to the family. Yes,
mom knows her.
I am confuzzled.
That's why the mamas. I'm gonna tell y'all something about these mamas. I love some of these mamas because I'm telling you, mothers love me. Like mothers rock with me. But I done seen some mamas that keep it real. Mama, she told me, she was like, Jamel, let me tell you something. I'd have been killed my son a long time ago. I'm like, mother. She was like, she was like, you better than me, baby. This one right here, he'd have been dead. I'm like, what you talking about? Then later on, I found out. I'm like, so what can we do about your son? How can we get rid of your son? She's like, I told you.
She tried to tell you. She was throwing you in.
She's like, you should see what I did to his daddy. Ask him what I did to his daddy. I'm like,
see, that's a blessing because the ones I was around keep the secrets. They have you at the dinner parties and the families events and don't even tell you the other woman.
Yeah, these mothers ain't. Some of these mothers ain't.
Mine don't play with me. Mm-hmm. If you don't love her, don't bring her to me. If you bring her over here and she ain't your woman, you better say she your friend because I'm gonna call her the other one's name on purpose. I'm your mama, but I'm still a woman, and you will not hurt another woman and think that I'm gonna help you do it.
I love that.
So I don't get. I'm telling you, if they don't love them, they don't come to me because that's what I taught them. When you take a woman home to meet your mama, the way we grew up, that's special. That makes a woman feel special.
So where's the disconnect between a situationship and turning that into a relationship where we have settled for just situations and not actual relationships?
You tell us. You're the professional here.
I think because people are afraid to have that conversation. Like some women, you are afraid to have that conversation because listen, by starting the J spot, I had just found out. Now let me tell y'all, I didn't know that dating and being in a relationship wasn't the same thing. I'm like, okay, well, we dating, we in a relationship. You my boo, and they said,
with me.
Did y'all have a conversation? I'm like, for what? Especially, let me tell y'all something. When you giving out these, and we're gonna have a whole show on the coochie coupon. We talked about this. The coochie. Listen, when you do the horizontal mambo, Listen, you have signed the imaginary contract, okay? So if you're not prepared to sign the coochie, see, how do you sign it? You do the horizontal mambo. We together.
Now, see, I gotta add. See, I'm okay with doing the horizontal, but if I get in trouble for this, if you get on your tippy toe and you push the crazy button in the horizontal mambo, you mine.
Crazy button or not, we listen.
So depending on how good it is,
you know what y'all be doing when you gotta try to prove a point. There is a difference from y'all, you know, trying to be like, oh, I like her, like I'm gonna give it to her, and then you know, like that make like we just got into a fight, and we get into an argument, and you got to prove you the man,
absolutely,
and you kind of get on your tippy toe a little bit, you arch your back a certain way, and then you pow. You hit the crazy button, and now you trying to figure out why she keep calling me, why she stalking me, because you hit a button, and now in her mind,
talking about one hand behind the neck.
You done pulled the hair, like you done put the neck right there, and you done been like, girl.
He has redeemed the whole.
It's a certain thing, and I know. Look, I'm gonna write a book on it because I done schooled I done schooled all my sons, they friends. I done had one of my sons' friend call me and be like, something wrong with my baby mama. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. I said, I told you, step your tippy toes. You don't love her like that. Now you got a baby. Now you stuck with her. God rest my cousin's soul. I told my cousin, I said, don't do that. Stop trying to prove a point to women. Stop trying to prove your manhood in the sexual game.
Okay.
Because if you do that to us, there is a button in there. It ain't probably had nothing to do with her G-spot, but it's a button in there that's called the crazy button.
And he has.
And if you push that button, her head done spent around in the side of her head, and you done made her feel away. Ain't nobody
the whole
ever.
Booklet of the coochie.
Is that when you all do that little jerk motion, like somebody took your soul? Is that what that is?
Her soul done jumped out of her, and she just, baby. Like, it's a difference from baby, that was good. Let me go fix her something to eat. Or she even just turned around and just went to sleep. There is a difference. Her thumb. If you made that woman's soul come out her body, watch your back.
Just move. If you don't plan,
I am telling you, as a woman, men, it is not necessary for you to do that unless you love her. Like, that's your woman. You care about her. You don't plan on being with nobody else. Don't do that, man. Just go in there, do the twirl. You get on the thing and twirl like that if you want to. Do your tricks in the tray. Stay off your.
It don't count if you don't snatch a soul.
I'm telling you, but that's why y'all be dealing with craziness.
But see, no, it does. But see, what Lady Lotus just described was he has redeemed the whole booklet of the coochie.
The whole book.
Initially, some of y'all just
you her man and you don't even know it.
Some of y'all just got a coupon, but what Lady Lotus just described, you have redeemed the whole book. Okay, the whole book, and you're never getting rid of it.
I don't even want to be with nobody else
ever.
I don't even see nobody else.
That's just it. Like, we ain't had no conversation. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
When you was all up in it, that was the conversation. That was
when my soul jumped out my body and turned around and looked at us.
Who's this?
And I said it was yours.
That's right there. You have
signed in blood.
This deal is closed, okay?
Signed in blood.
This deal is closed. So if you're not trying to do that, listen. The coochie. Listen.
Half of y'all don't even understand. Once you put the baby in it, you stuck with me.
That's it.
You stuck with me.
You my babe. Is you or is you ain't my baby? That's it. We together. That's it. We ain't had no conversation. Yes, we did. When we talk about this, you don't remember? Baby. You don't remember that? That was the conversation.
You don't remember whose is it? And I said it was yours, Daddy.
Right. That's right.
You don't.
That's right.
You claimed it at that moment.
Say my name. Okay. So, I'm saying it. There we are. That was the conversation. Everybody know you don't. No.
You know what? We need to do another event.
I was thinking about
And
that
it needs to
yesterday.
be more than how to love, how to not push the crazy button.
How to not get
And then
these
y'all
folks
be up here
strong,
like, he crazy. I walked outside and he was sitting across the street.
Now,
Women can hit y'all crazy
Oh,
buttons
absolutely.
too. We could do a little bit of something
You
to
know,
y'all and y'all
listen.
soul pop up out y'all body, and now y'all could be with somebody else, but you don't want to see her with nobody else.
Nope.
And you willing to go to jail for it.
I ain't going to jail for it.
Hey, some
I might
of
do a
them,
pop-up.
some of them, the majority of them,
Yeah.
75%. These young bucks around here crying over it now.
Tidro said, you wrong. Listen, Tidro, these dudes be saying, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And a lot of folks don't want to be right. Now, when you talking about and thinking about, guys, the situationships, I think it just boils down having a conversation. I mean, ladies, don't let them sit up these guys, push you into believing that you nagging them, because if you keep, here's the thing, and I think this is the big telltale sign that you're in a situationship. If you got to keep asking a dude, what are we, where are we going? You're going nowhere.
Well, what about women?
You're in a situationship.
Yeah, women do it too.
Fellas, the same thing. If you have to be wondering what are we and where are we going, and you've asked and you've tried to have that conversation, and they so conveniently, switch the subject, and after so many times that you switch the subject and so many times, so much time has went past, we're nothing. We're going nowhere, and this is over. Or you should proceed with caution.
I mean, if you like it.
And here's the thing, listen, when you enter into a situationship, I'm going to say this, enter at your own risk. If you know that these relationships and stuff, if it's not all here, if it's not tightened now listen, for those that don't know if it's tight, if you hear that, or you hear a little extra, you done stop talking and ain't nobody else in the room and you still hear some talking, you may not want to enter into a situationship, because it's some things you need to maybe sit on Dr. Shawinski's couch. Okay. You might be one of the ones that got some prescriptions. I'm just saying. So if you're not solid mentally and emotionally, don't get into this.
As my old man used to say, leave your feelings at home.
And sometimes it's hard
It's hard.
It's hard. And I know, listen, my feelings, they
on
right
my
here.
sleeve.
So listen, and don't be afraid. You got to know who you are so that you can know how to move. And I think, say like this, you have to take control and be responsible for your own heart and your own feelings, because unfortunately, a lot of these new folks out here, they are living life the wrong way. And if you're not careful, you're going to get caught up and you will be in a situationship thinking that you were in a relationship the whole good doggone time.
I'm going to add on to that before you end it.
Go ahead.
Also know what you want. If you know marriage is the long haul for you, a family and children are for you, no matter how good of a guy that is, he's not the one for you because he doesn't want what you want. Or she, no matter how good it was, you fell in it. If she is not offering you what you want, just let it go, because you're wasting your time.
And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let it go. Again, if it's not what you want, let it go. Let it go. Plain and simple. You have to let it go, but you have to do what is best for you. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And Jay is spelled
Jaye.
For all three. And when you're done, go right on here to YouTube, like and subscribe to J Spot Radio. Also go to TikTok, and that's the J Spot. That's
on IntellectualRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, initialize sequence. You're tuned in to IntellectualRadio.com.